A few of my friends ask how I keep my car so shiny, so I put this video together to show them. Hand washing your car every week can make it look good from a distance. But when you take a close look at the paint job, it looks filthy. If you ignore the reflection of the white clouds, the flagpole, and the tree, you can see there's actually spots of dirt on this hood. So it's time to break out your car care buddies. Each item here has a specialized use, and it does it well. Let's start this trip by caring for your glass. If your windows aren't clean, and the sun hits it, then you can't see outside, then you crash into something, which makes taking care of your paint job a moot point. So I put a lot of effort into keeping my glass very clean. Let's start with this Diamond Weave microfiber glass cloth. Once you own one of these for glass cleaning, you'll never use that dirty word, paper towels. But I must warn you, when you use this glass cloth in combination with invisible glass, you can injure yourself. My driver's side window is so clean that sometimes I go to put my hand out the window and wind up jamming my knuckles because the window was actually closed. My calculations show this invisible glass cleaner is about 2 light years ahead of Windex. And on the inside of the window, you want to make sure you use this fog clear. Minimizes and helps reduce fogging on the inside of your window. Each time you wash your car, you want to use this glass scrub on the outside of the glass. This is a deep clean that gets rid of your water spots and bugs and tar and such. If you have any chrome, you want to use chrome polish. Meguiar's Trim Detailer for cleaning non-painted surfaces. Mirror Glaze for clear plastics. Meguiar's Scratch X for scratches, swirls, oxidation, and small blemishes. For more severe paint blemishes, I use the 3M Extra Cut compounds. Doors, locks, and hinges, lubricate with Slick 50. BG's Frigifresh does a great job keeping your ventilation system mold-free and smelling fresh. And if you have a tough spot or stain, Toyota's Fabric Spot Remover, which is a dry cleaning compound, does a great job. If your polycarbonate headlight covers are clouding up, it's time to break out the Flitz polishing compound. When it comes time to wash your car, always use a high-quality car washing soap. Never use a dishwashing detergent. If you don't have time to dry your car after you've washed it, don't even bother starting the wash job. The water spots and mineral deposits that hose water leaves on a car can be worse than the original dirt. I've found that synthetic chamois make drying the car very easy. When your carpets get wet, Lysol will prevent the mold. While washing, always have a different sponge for your tires than you do for your paint job. You don't want all that dirt on the tires to go anywhere near your paint. And of course, lots of toothbrushes for all the small areas. Need some assistance on tire cleaning? Use the bleach white on the rubber and the mag wheel cleaners for the rims. After cleaning, this Wet and Protect spray will blacken your tires as well as protect them from the elements. If you have leather, you need to clean and condition it. Periodically clean the carpets. And keeping a coat of wax on your car is an absolute must. Finally, we get to the star of this show, the clay bar kit. What's a clay bar do for you? It leaves a super slick, smooth as glass finish because it cleans all the dirt and grit out of the paint. Increases the depth of shine when waxing and polishing. And also allows waxes and polishes to bond better and last much longer on the paint job. And they're not just bragging, it really works. Always remember, when you've used the clay bar kit, wax your car afterwards. Let's get started on this process. Never do anything to your paint job unless you've washed the car first. I start all my wash jobs by doing a deep clean on the glass. First thing you do is grab a spray bottle and wet the windshield with water. Never use this product on dry glass. Apply the cleaner to a microfiber cloth, then start vigorously scrubbing. When I started scrubbing, the window actually looked clean, yet I still got all this dirt out of my glass. After you're done scrubbing, the windows will be all hazy. Don't forget the sunroof. The next step, just use your garden hose to rinse off the cleaner. And finish cleaning the car while you're at it. Okay, your car is clean and dried. Let's pull it into the garage out of the sunlight. These are the first two components you'll use in your clay bar kit. This bottle contains a lubricant most people call detail spray. You'll apply this to your paint job to allow the clay bar to slide smoothly across the top of your paint. And believe it or not, this is what a clay bar looks like. It's just that, clay. but it's a very dense clay that will wrap around and grab small objects in your paint and just rip it right out. Let me show you how it's done. First you spray the detail spray, then you go in and use your clay bar. I make circles go in both directions, then I go up and down and then back and forth. I want to make sure I get it from all different angles. Do very small areas at a time. You don't want your detail spray drying out. This is what the clay bar looked like after I did that little area on my hood. Keep in mind your hood and the roof are the dirtiest parts of your car. Now you don't want to rub this dirt into the rest of your paint, so this is what we're going to do. You take it and you fold it in half. You're working the dirt into the clay. Move to the next part of your car and get started on that part. Time to flatten the clay a little and then fold it over again. Keep on repeating this rub then fold then rub process until you've done your whole car. When you're done, don't be alarmed. Your car will look, well, like this. But what you're seeing is the detail spray and that will come off. In the next step, which is to apply this liquid clay. I'm guessing what they've done is atomize some clay and put it in a special formula so that you can remove oxidation, tree sap, road tar, and swirl marks. Apparently the components inside this bottle don't play well together, and they always separate into 3 different components. So what you'll have to do is make sure you vigorously shake it to mix the 3 components together. After shaking, it'll be a bluish-white froth. That's what you're looking for. You want to apply this to the car the same way you would do a wax. You want to combine a little bit of elbow grease into the process because you're trying to get up all the tree sap and all that yucky stuff out of your paint. The reason why I do the liquid clay after the hard clay is the liquid clay does an outstanding job of removing any of the hard clay that was accidentally left behind on your paint job. Up to now, everything you've done has been fun. Unfortunately, the fun ends at this point. The liquid clay that you put on is going to do its best to resist your taking it off. I start this workout with a terry cloth towel. Try to get the bulk of the material off the car. Then I switch to a cotton t-shirt for the fine detail work and polishing. If you've survived this whole ordeal up to this point, hang in there, you're almost done. Since you've essentially stripped all the wax off your car, it has no more protection. It's time to put that wax back on. I use a Brazilian Canuba wax. I agree with everything this label says except for one part. You have to apply the wax, then take it off. My mathematics says that's 2 steps, not 1. But we'll use their math. Here's step 1, part A. Apply the wax. And here's step 1, part B, remove the wax. Once again, start out with a terry cloth towel, followed up by a cotton t-shirt for polishing. Well, here we are about 10 hours later. Unfortunately, it's dark now, but we now have the finished product. Unfortunately, the camera doesn't do any justice, but you now have a deep, shiny paint job with no swirl marks. And future maintenance of your paint job's much easier. Waxing is easier, washing is easier. Oh, and by the way, your car now looks better than when you drove it off the showroom floor. Hey, thanks for watching.